Have you ever stared at your to-do list and felt completely stuck? Like you want to move, but you just can't? Stay with me until the end, because this might be the one thing that finally pulls you out. Not tomorrow, not someday, today, because this isn't about getting more done. It's about getting your life back from that quiet feeling that you're falling behind. Her name was Elara Vance. On the outside, she looked fine. She had a job, a small apartment, a normal routine. Everything looked okay. But inside, she felt stuck, like her life had paused, like everyone else was moving forward, and she was just watching. Every morning, she opened her laptop. The same list stared back at her. Reply to emails, start project, work out, simple tasks, nothing hard, but her body refused to move. She would sit there, frozen, scrolling, thinking, avoiding. Minutes slipped away. Then hours. I'll start in a bit. Just 5 more minutes. I need to feel ready first. But ready never came. She felt invisible. Like nothing she did mattered. Like her life was going nowhere. At night she lay in bed, her phone lighting up her face, the room cold, the fan humming softly above. And that same thought returned, louder each night. Nothing is changing. Nothing will change. And the worst part? She knew what to do. She just couldn't do it. One evening, everything broke. Her boss called her. His voice calm, too calm. "Elara, we need to talk about your performance." That sentence hit hard, not loud, but heavy. After the call, she didn't move. She just sat there. Laptop open. Tasks untouched. Again. Then it all hit her at once. Missed deadlines. Ignored messages. The gym she never went to. The version of herself she kept promising, but never became. Tears came. Slow at first. Then heavier. I'm wasting my life. That night, she didn't scroll. Didn't distract herself. She just stared at the ceiling. And something inside her whispered, "This can't go on." The next morning felt different. Not better. Just heavier. She walked outside. No plan. Just walking. Cool air touched her face. Cars passed in the distance. A dog barked somewhere far away. Life was moving. Without her, she reached a small park, sat on a bench, head down. Then a voice broke the silence. "You look like you're carrying something heavy." She looked up. An older man stood there. Simple clothes. Calm eyes. She almost ignored him. But his voice felt steady. "I'm just tired," she said. He nodded, like he understood more than she said. "I've seen that kind of tired," he replied. "Not from work, from avoidance." That word hit her. Avoidance. "I try," she said quickly. "I just can't start." He smiled, not mocking, just understanding. "I used to be like you," he said. She looked at him carefully. "You?" she asked. "Worse," he said. "I lost years waiting to feel ready." Silence sat between them. Wind moved through the trees. "So what changed?" she asked. He leaned back slightly, took a breath. "Not motivation," he said. "Not discipline." Then he looked straight at her. "Just one rule." She waited. Just one rule. Do it for 10 minutes. No excuses. She blinked. "That's it. That's it. That won't fix my life." He smiled again. "No. But it will fix your start." She didn't fully believe him, but something about it felt different. Not heavy. Not overwhelming. Just small. 10 minutes, she repeated. 10 minutes, he said. "Then you can quit." She let out a small laugh. For the first time in days. "Sounds too easy. That's why it works." They sat quietly for a moment. Then he stood up. "Your problem isn't effort," he said. "It's friction." And then he walked away. She stayed on that bench, thinking. 10 minutes. That's nothing. But maybe that's everything. That afternoon, she opened her laptop again. Same screen, same list, same pressure. Her chest tightened. "I'll fail again," she thought. Her hand hovered over the keyboard. Then she remembered his voice. 10 minutes, no excuses, she set a timer. 10 o'clock, her heart was racing. For something so small. "Just 10 minutes, she whispered. She clicked the first task. Opened an email. Started typing. Slow. Messy. Uncertain. Minute 1. Minute 2. Minute 3. Her mind drifted. Her fingers stopped. "This is pointless," she thought. But the timer was still running. Minute 5. She almost quit. Her hand moved toward the laptop, then stopped. No, just 10. Minute 7. Something shifted. Slightly. Her focus tightened. Just a little. Minute 9. She was still working. Then the timer rang. She stopped. Looked at the screen. The task wasn't finished. But it had started, and for the first time in weeks, she didn't feel stuck. She leaned back. Exhaled slowly. Maybe, that night, something new appeared. Not confidence. Not pride. Just a small sense of relief. But the next day wasn't perfect. She tried again. Set the timer. Minute 2. She got distracted. Opened social media. 10 minutes gone. She failed. And that voice came back. See? Nothing changed. She closed her eyes, frustrated. Then another voice appeared. Quieter. Try again. This is where his life changed, because change didn't come from success. It came from trying again after failure. She reset the timer. 10 minutes. And this time, she stayed. Not perfectly, but enough. And something inside her whispered, I'm still in control. That feeling was new. Small, fragile, real. She didn't know it yet, but she had taken the first step, out of delay, out of fear, out of that silent trap. And all it took was 10 minutes. The next morning felt quieter, not easier, just different. Elara woke up before her alarm, eyes open. Ceiling still. For a second, the old feeling came back. Heavy, slow. The list was waiting. She could feel it already. That pressure, that resistance. But something had changed, just a little. She sat up, took a breath. 10 minutes, she whispered. That was it now. Not the whole list, not the whole day, just 10 minutes. She walked to her desk, sat down, opened the laptop. Same screen, same tasks. But this time, she didn't stare. She set the timer, 10 o'clock, and started. Minute 1. Her brain resisted, hard. You don't feel like it. This is boring. Skip today. She almost listened. Her hand paused. Then she looked at the timer, still running. No, just 10. Minute 3. Her focus drifted again. She reread the same line twice. Frustration built up. This isn't working. But she didn't stop. Minute 6. Her body relaxed slightly. Something small clicked. Not motivation. Not excitement. Just movement. Minute 10. Beep. She stopped. And something strange happened. She didn't want to quit. Her fingers stayed on the keyboard. She kept going. 5 more minutes. Then 10. Before she realized, she had worked for almost 30. She leaned back, eyes wide. Wait. What? A small smile appeared. Not big, not loud, but real. That day, she finished 2 tasks. Not everything, but more than yesterday. That night, she slept a little easier. But change was not smooth. 2 days later, she slipped again. She woke up late, skipped the morning, opened her phone, started scrolling. One video, then another. Time disappeared. When she finally looked up, it was afternoon. Her chest dropped. No, not again. The old feeling rushed back. Guilt, shame, that sinking weight. Nothing is changing. Nothing will change. She closed her eyes, tight. For a moment, she almost gave up. Maybe this is just who I am. That thought stayed, heavy. Then something else appeared. A memory. She was younger, sitting at a small desk. Sunlight coming through the window. Warm, soft. She had a notebook. Drawing something. Focused. Lost in it. No pressure. No fear. Just doing. She remembered how that felt. Simple. Light. She opened her eyes and whispered, 10 minutes. Not to fix the day. Just to restart. She grabbed her laptop. Sat down. Set the timer. Again. Minute 1 felt harder than ever. Her mind was loud. You already failed today. This won't matter. But she kept going. Minute 4. Still messy. Still distracted. Minute 8. Still there. Then the timer rang. She stopped. Looked at the screen. One small task. Done. Just one. But something shifted again. I came back. That mattered. That was new. Days passed. She kept the rule. Not perfectly, but consistently. Some days were clean. Others were messy. Some days she worked for an hour. Some days just 10 minutes. But she showed up, again and again. And slowly, things started changing. Her list got smaller. Her mind got quieter. The weight got lighter. Her boss noticed. Not big praise, just a simple message. Good improvement this week. That was enough, more than enough. But the real change was inside. One evening, she sat alone, laptop closed, room quiet, no pressure, no panic, just stillness. And she said something she had never said before. I'm not stuck anymore. That moment stayed. Because it wasn't about success, it was about identity. She wasn't the person who avoided anymore. She was the person who started, even when it was hard, even when it was messy, even when she didn't feel ready. I don't wait to feel ready. I start anyway. That became her truth. That became her power. And everything began from there. This is where his life changed. Not in one big moment, but in small returns, small starts, 10 minutes at a time. Because the real secret was never time. It was trust. Trust that starting small still counts. Trust that showing up is enough. And slowly, that trust became strength. A quiet strength. The kind that doesn't shout, but doesn't stop. And for the first time in a long time, Elara felt something different. Not pressure, not fear, but control. Her life wasn't perfect, but it was moving. And that changed everything. Now listen carefully, because this part is about you, not Elara, you. Because you've felt this too. That pressure, that weight, that silent frustration of knowing what to do, but not doing it. You open your list, you look at it, and something inside you freezes. You delay, you avoid. Then the day ends, and that voice comes back. You did nothing again. It hurts, not because you're lazy, but because you care. And that's what makes it worse. You care, but you don't move. So let me tell you something clearly. You are not stuck because you lack discipline. You are stuck because your starting point feels too big, too heavy, too overwhelming. And your brain, it runs. That's what it does. But here's what you've been missing. A smaller door. An easier entry. A way in. That doesn't scare you, because change doesn't begin with intensity. It begins with permission. Permission to start small. Permission to be messy. Permission to just begin. Elara didn't change her life overnight. She didn't suddenly become perfect. She didn't wake up one day full of motivation. She just followed one rule, again and again. Even when she didn't feel like it. Even when she failed. Even when she doubted herself. And that's where everything shifted. So now, this is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not later. Right now. Because the same rule is in front of you. Simple. Clear. Just one rule. Do it for 10 minutes. No excuses. That's it. No pressure to finish. No pressure to be perfect. Just start. 10 minutes. That's all. You can quit after. You probably will want to. That's okay. Because this is not about finishing. It's about becoming. Becoming the person who starts. That's the identity shift. That's the real win. Because once you become that person, everything else follows. But let's be honest. Your mind will fight you. It will say, not now. You're tired. You'll do it later. And later never comes. So when that voice appears, you don't argue. You don't negotiate. You just move. Set the timer. 10 minutes. And begin. Messy. Slow. Unfocused. It doesn't matter. Because something powerful is happening in that moment. You are breaking the cycle. You are taking control. And that matters more than any perfect plan. Some days will feel easy. Most days won't. You will fail again. You will slip. You will waste time. But that's not the end. That's part of it. Because the real power is not in never failing. It's in returning. Again, and again, and again. That's how Elara changed. Not by being perfect, but by not disappearing. By coming back. Every time. 10 minutes at a time. So here's what I want you to do. Right after this. Don't overthink. Don't plan. Don't wait. Pick one thing. Just one. Something small. Open it. Set a timer. 10 minutes. And start. That's it. No pressure beyond that. Just begin. And when the timer ends, you can stop. Or continue. Your choice. But you've already won, because you started. And most people never even do that. Most people will ignore this and stay the same. But you're still here, which means something inside you is ready. Ready to move, ready to change, ready to take that first step. So take it, right now, 10 minutes. That's all it takes to break the silence, to break the delay, to break the version of you that keeps waiting, and replace it with someone who acts. Try this for 30 days, and comment below, not when you feel ready, but today, because your life is waiting on one small start.